looking back at American fighter planes of World War II, an impressive record of aerial victory stands out. This is especially true in the later stages of the war, when American air superiority dominated both the Pacific and European combat theaters. But surprisingly, this was not the case in the beginning stages of the war. Early American fighters could not always match the speed and maneuverability of the enemy aircraft that they were facing. To help find a way to improve the aircraft American pilots were flying, U.S. military planners turned to NASA's predecessor, NACA, which they hoped could find a way to help the United States gain air superiority over World War II's battlefields. On the eve of World War II, with the prospect of war looming in the United States, military planners began an exhaustive look at the preparedness and equipment that it would use to fight a war. One area where the United States had fallen noticeably behind to its future enemies was in aircraft. Many of the aircraft that U.S. pilots were flying were much slower and less maneuverable than the aircraft that they would soon be facing in combat. With this knowledge in hand, a concerted effort was made by the U.S. government to find ways to quickly improve the American aircraft situation. Since NASA's predecessor, NACA, or the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, was the preeminent aeronautics lab in the country, a large part of this examination fell to them. NACA researchers knew that they could improve an aircraft's performance by simply reducing the amount of drag the aircraft experienced. This was called drag cleanup. The Navy's XF-2A Brewster Buffalo was the first of many military aircraft tested by NACA in an effort to improve performance. Researchers at the NACA Langley Research Center took only 5 days to determine several key areas in which the Buffalo could be improved. To the untrained eye, the Buffalo appeared aerodynamically clean. However, the wind tunnel information showed a very different picture. Many parts, like the gun sights, the engine cowling, and landing gear on the Buffalo protruded into the slipstream, causing increased drag which slowed the aircraft tremendously. The researchers at NACA modified these problem areas, which increased the Buffalo's speed by an impressive 10%. Such a performance improvement without raising engine power or reducing fuel efficiency immediately caught the eye of many aircraft designers. Extra speed for a fighter plane, even as little as 15 miles per hour, could determine who won or lost in an aerial dogfight. When Langley researchers streamlined the U.S. Navy's F-4F Wildcat, it was able to fly a full 45 miles per hour faster. The F-4F successor, the F-6F Hellcat, was also streamlined, making it faster and more maneuverable, able to reach a maximum speed of 375 miles per hour. This extra speed proved valuable in combat, allowing Hellcat pilots to destroy nearly 5,000 enemy planes in aerial engagements. NACA Langley proved a key stopping point for dozens of aircraft on their way to combat duty in World War II. During 1 month alone in July 1944, 36 U.S. Army and Navy planes were evaluated in detailed studies of stability, control, and performance. NACA Langley tested 137 different airplane types between 1941 and 1945, either in wind tunnels or in flight. While NACA's pioneering drag cleanup work helped save the lives of many American pilots during World War II, it also shortened the war considerably and saved the lives of countless others around the world.